continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi. Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson. Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington. Patricia Morrow as Rita Harrington. James Douglas as Stephen Cord. Elizabeth Walker as Carolyn Russell. Percy Rodriguez as Harry Miles. And also starring Barbara Rush as Marsha Russell.
Dr. Rossi, along with many Peyton Place townspeople, spent the night waiting for Fred Russell to recover from surgery. When he died during the early morning hours, Dr. Rossi became a suspect to his murder. Marsha Russell heard Fred's deathbed confession naming Dr. Rossi responsible. Marsha, like all the others, must now wait and see, then decide to speak or remain silent.
Mrs. Russell, would you mind waiting out here?
Well, yes, I would mind. I'd mind very much.
Well, Marsha, it's procedure.
Well, then change the procedure, Stephen.
Look, this is just routine. Hello, George. Right in here, Dr. Russell. All right, thank you.
You know, Sergeant, we took a blast from the chief on this business of bringing in prisoners without handcuffs.
Well, that's okay. I'll talk to you, Steve. Thanks, sir.
Take everything out of your pockets and lay it on the desk. And the watch, Doctor. And your tie and your belt.
Mr. Rossi, I'm afraid these procedures aren't pleasant. Well, I understand. All right. What about...
And the ring, too, Doctor, yes.
I don't know if I can Steve, you want to see if she's all right out there?
Over here, Dr. Rossi.
Very thank you.
Right thumb, please. You all right?
Well, I just don't understand why I can't go in there.
No, it won't help. It'll only make it harder on him.
But I should be with him.
Not now, a little later.
You mean they're going to keep him here and not release him?
Look, I'll apply for bail right away.
You mean they're going to lock him up right now?
Yes, I do.
And I can't be with him?
Not right now. In a little while. Now, look, I know it's a shocking thought. A man like Mike being locked away in a cell. But there's no other way around it. It's the law. Now, I'll do everything I can to get him out as soon as possible.
Yes, I know you will, Stephen.
Come on, I'll walk you outside.
No. We stay here with him. Besides, Carolyn's waiting for me outside.
Where's Mike?
Inside.
I'd like to see Dr. Rossi. Hospital business.
Oh, very well. But take a brief, please. Thanks for coming in, Harry.
Mike, I don't know what to say, but it seems funny you in here.
Yeah, seems kind of funny to me, too. Stuff won't come off your hands. It's like the hospital.
You gonna let you scrub up, please? Hey, look, when is court getting you out of here? I know bail takes a while, but...
Well, I don't know, Harry. He didn't say.
Any problem?
What do you mean?
Why, you know, raising bail or... Well, you know what I mean.
No, thanks, Harry.
Well, if there's anything I can do, let me know.
Okay, thanks.
Morgan and I are working on that report for the trustees.
Trustees. Well, I guess it'll be a shock to the members of the board, the chief of staff arrested, thrown in jail.
No one believes any of this, Mike.
No one?
Not the people that count, anyway.
Well, let's hope there's enough of them, Harry.
All right, Dr. Rossi.
Thanks for coming down.
It's all right, Mike. I'll see you.
Is it okay if I go with him, Kurt? I'd like to talk to my client alone.
Oh, sure, all the time you need. Let Mr. Cord stay with his client as long as he needs. here, Dr. Ross.
Anytime you're ready, Mr. Court, you call me.
All right, Joey. I don't remember this place being this small. Stephen, there's something else I think you ought to know.
Oh?
Fred Russell talked to Marsha, and he named me as being responsible for his injury.
When did he tell her this? I thought he was unconscious in a coma, right up to the end.
Well, he came to a couple of times.
Well, who else was in the room? Was Carolyn there?
No one was in the room. No one but the duty nurse. What difference does it make? He told her that. She heard him say that I was responsible. There's no way, no legal way you can do anything about it, is there?
Hi, Dad.
Hello. Hey, you seem pretty busy. Where's your mom?
She's in the kitchen.
Hi, hon.
Hi, Harry.
That's really too bad about Mr. Russell, huh?
Yeah? Too bad.
Kind of hard to believe. I mean, a perfectly healthy man walking around one day and then the next day just gone, just like that.
Yeah, death is always difficult for young people to accept.
Well, I guess you see a lot of it.
Oh, don't get me wrong. You never get used to it.
You know, all day I kept thinking of the last time I saw him. I'll never forget that look he gave me, the hate in his eyes. But later I felt sorry for him. You know what I mean? I didn't hate the man, even though I know what he tried to do to me, or to us.
Well, we can't afford to hate, Lou. Hate destroys one way or another.
Yeah, that's what Mom keeps saying.
You find it a bit easier to talk to your mother, don't you?
No, not exactly.
Oh, don't apologize. A lot of boys find it easier.
You think Dr. Ross will get out of this mess?
Oh, yes.
I don't know, Dad. He's got quite a temper. That day in front of the hospital. Oh, man.
I've known Mike Rossi for many years. He's always been a man. Yeah, I've known him to tell the truth even when it cost him. Even when it cost him. That's a little something called character, which isn't much appreciated anymore.
Yeah, well, I know you're friends, Dad, but...
You said you didn't do it. That's good enough for me.
Yeah. Look, I was just thinking out loud about the temper and all, you know.
That's enough. Drop it.
Hey, Dad, we're home. I mean, we can talk about it here, can't we?
I said drop it. Anyway, this is no place to do your homework. You should be up at your desk. Come on.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of behind anyway.
What do you mean behind?
Well, this report, I should have had it in today, but I'll get it in tomorrow. It's not important.
Not important. Nothing seems to be important to you anymore.
Well, I've got a lot on my mind, Dad.
A lot of excuses.
We don't seem to be able to talk the way we used to.
No, of course not. The old man's way out of it. Isn't that what the kids say?
No, Dad, it's not that. It's just that, well, it's harder to...
What's the matter? You're not man enough to say what you mean.
Where were you?
Out for a walk.
Along the beach?
Mm-hmm.
I thought so.
I was thinking about the times that he and I spent there together.
You and your father. You know, you had a very precious relationship with him, Carolyn. It was very lovely. It's something not many girls have. Do you know that?
I know it.
You know, I used to watch the two of you together. And I couldn't help thinking of my own father. He seemed so distant. I used to have the most terrible time trying to talk to him. And then I'd see you and Fred together. And it always seemed so open and easy and relaxed. And that's the way I want you to remember him, dear. I want you to remember the good times, the lovely times.
What you say is true. But it doesn't make sense somehow. He changed. He became a completely different person.
Yes, he did.
What happened to him?
I don't know. I don't know.
I've been trying to figure it out. I walked all the way to the point. You remember we used to go there after piano lessons. Even after I stopped taking them, we used to go there just to talk.
That's what I mean, dear. That's what I mean. You remembered those times.
And when I was little, we used to talk about what I would be when I grew up. Like a concert pianist playing for the crowned heads of Europe. And then, of course, the next week I want to become a famous writer. I had a lot of fantasies when I was young.
It's the best time to have them.
It's too bad. I don't think I like the real world.
Carolyn, don't judge reality by these past few weeks.
But I can't make them disappear. I keep seeing his face. Shouting and threatening and that lie and attacking you.
Don't you do that. Now, that was not your father. It wasn't. That was a man who wasn't rational, who was not functioning. That's why he talked to you the way he did. That's why he talked to all of us the way he did. That was not your father. That was a stranger who was lost and sick and in pain. Oh, Carolyn, that's why I want you to remember him the way he was before.
I'm trying to. I want to.
He loved you so much, Carolyn. You know that. He loved you. And he was a good man. And he was a good father.
Do you think he heard me that last time that we went in to see him? I told him that I loved him. I said, Toad says hello. I used that dumb, childish name because...
He heard you, Carolyn. I know he did.
Toad says hello.